All right, this is going to be kind of a deep dive. Daily intermittent fasting is an excellent tool for health maintenance, but it can fall short for those with significant metabolic resistance. So, most people, if they hit a wall, it's because they never truly deplete their liver glycogen. Even on a 16-hour schedule, you're often just burning through the previous day's intake before you eat again. To trigger deep fat mobilization, you need to push past the 24-hour mark. This is where the metabolic shift happens. By the time you reach 30 hours of fasting, your insulin levels have absolutely bottomed out, and your body has no choice but to incinerate visceral fat for survival. This is the physiological breaking point where stubborn plateaus are finally shattered. So you're moving from a state of simple digestion into a state of deep fat oxidation. The 42-hour window is not just about calories, it's about total systemic overhaul. During this extended period, your body initiates a deep cellular cleaning, and this is called autophagy. This is where your system identifies and recycles damaged proteins and organelles, effectively refreshing your biology. It's amazing, and it does it at the cellular level. This process is essential for longevity and reducing systemic inflammation. Simultaneously, growth hormone levels can spike by as much as 500%. This is your body's way of protecting your lean muscle tissue while it searches for energy. So important. So you're not starving your muscles, you are bathing them in a protective hormonal environment that standard dieting can never replicate. This is why you often feel a surge of mental clarity and physical lightness during the second day of a fasting protocol. How you break a 42-hour fast is just as important as the fast itself. After nearly 2 days of metabolic rest, your digestive system is highly sensitive to any incoming fuel. So, breaking your fast with a massive high carb meal is a catastrophic error, and that will cause a violent insulin spike and significant water retention. So, what's the goal? A controlled re entry that maintains your fat burning momentum even after you stop fasting. This is where the mechanical bypass becomes critical. By preloading with specific fats and using a post meal movement, you can transition back to eating without slamming the door on your progress. You want to ease the system back into operation while keeping your blood sugar stable and your growth hormone elevated for as long as possible. So, a 42-hour fast is not something you do every day or every couple of days. It's a strategic tool used once a week or once every 2 weeks to maintain metabolic flexibility. This allows you to live a normal life, enjoy social meals, and still maintain a lean physique without feeling deprived. It creates a massive buffer in your weekly caloric and hormonal budget. This protocol respects the 80-20 rule of efficiency. You do the hard work during the 42-hour window so the rest of your week can be sustainable and enjoyable. You're training your body to be anti fragile, becoming capable of thriving in both feast and famine. You're building a metabolism that is resilient enough to handle life's occasional indulgences without storing them as visceral fat. If the scale has stopped moving, stop doing more of the same thing. Use a 42-hour protocol to reset your insulin sensitivity and tap into your deepest fat stores. This is the most efficient path for long-term body composition changes without the misery of chronic caloric restriction. Trust the science of this extended window and give your body the time it needs to heal, repair, and reset. Get my free two-step insulin bypass protocol. This is a mechanical shortcut to blunt glucose spikes and force your body to stay in fat burning mode even after you eat. Link for the protocol in the bio, as well as my 5-star reviewed book, Fasting That Works, and my Fasting That Works Fat Loss Masterclass.